Navy SEALs is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Vinegar Syndrome. It can be found as one of their Ultimate Editions, only available at the Vinegar Syndrome website, as well as a standard release, which is available at various online retailers. Navy SEALs is one of those films that I clearly remember getting a somewhat healthy rotation on VHS in the early 90s. Yes, it's definitely a cheesy action flick, but the cast more than makes up for it, and the action is pretty solid overall, though some of the dialogue is admittedly not the strongest. For better or for worse, it definitely has gotten its place in pop culture, with a memorable mention in Kevin Smith's Clerks, for instance. I certainly don't see this 4K as being a movie that will win over new fans, so this is purely for those that have a fondness for it. Navy SEALs is a B movie for sure, but one that still has its fans even 30 years later. This is certainly right up Vinegar Syndrome's alley, and it's really cool that they give it the Ultimate Edition treatment, so I do recommend, if you're going to pick up any version, splurge for this one. Navy SEALs on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has an aspect ratio of 1:8:5. It has native 4K resolution and supports HDR10. Navy SEALs 4K transfer is the result of a new restoration from the original camera negative. Source-wise, this is a nearly flawless transfer with almost all blemishes or imperfections wiped away. As I was watching this purely for the review, I was able to spot a white speck or two here and there, but casual viewers would be hard-pressed to notice anything amiss. Film grain is medium in density and looks properly cinematic. Immediately noticeable over the Blu-ray edition is how much image clarity improves overall detail. Skin textures look excellent, as do clothing, uniforms, and weaponry. The resolution bump and whatever restorative work was done with the film have really given details a breath of fresh air and offer newfound depth and definition. Some of the past releases from Vinegar Syndrome oftentimes would run a little hot as far as the overall grading goes. I didn't necessarily find that to be the case on Navy SEALs. In fact, I feel it was dialed in just right, with HDR taking a bold but respectful implementation. Quite frankly, the movie looks excellent as color shows significant improvements over the horribly dated Blu-ray edition. Reds, blues, greens all look quite striking and visually very pleasing. Yes, skin tones still skew a little bit on the warm side, but I didn't find them to be abnormally hot. White show excellent stability and don't succumb to blooming. Black levels throughout the film are appropriately deep, with strong nighttime scenes and dark shadowy interiors. Navy SEALs on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a DTS 5.1 as well as a DTS 2.0 audio mix. To the best of my knowledge, this appears to be a direct port over the previous Blu-ray's DTS 5.1. The sound design, of course, won't hold up to today's action film standards, but I found even back then, and as a result with today's 4K disc, that the overall track to be a little bit on the flat side. Action scenes, while there is a good amount of bullets and debris hitting the surround speakers, the movie feels front-heavy more often than not. The center channel is more or less clean, though some instances of dialogue can get lost amid the chaos of an action sequence. The LFE doesn't carry a lot of weight with it, and for me personally it's a bit disappointing, though I don't remember the inactivity timer going off during the film, so it does manage with what it can. I gave the 2.0 track its day in court, and I gotta say it felt a little bit more focused. Since this audio design is front-heavy by nature, I think it works a little bit better here. When it comes right down to it, it's viewer's choice of course, and either option is fine. Some newly produced extras were included from Vinegar Syndrome that are located on the Blu-ray disc. Essentially, these are sit-down interviews with the director, the screenwriter, and one of the actors, which they all give their recollections and anecdotes about their time with the film. There is about 40 or 45 minutes worth of content here, and if you are a die-hard fan of the movie, it's certainly worth a watch. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Navy SEALs on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A. Vinegar Syndrome certainly is a label to watch when it comes to the type of films they put out on the 4K format, as their transfers are usually really solid. The new restoration gives the 4K a fresh coat of paint with excellent results. If you choose to pick this one up based off the transfer, you will not be disappointed. For the audio mix, I scored this a B-. I've never found the audio design of the film to be really terribly exciting, and that continues on the 4K. It's a fine track, yes, but I wish some tinkering under the hood for the audio was in the cards for this release. For the extras, I graded them a B. A few supplements for this round of the movie's newest physical media release will be something that big fans of the film will no doubt enjoy. I don't recall there being a whole lot of extras in previous releases, so to get something new this time around is a real treat. So that is my review of Navy SEALs on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave a direct Amazon link for the standard release in the comments section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. But if you have the 4K disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.